it's me, Jess. Welcome to my channel. I'm here with another channeled message. This is a specific message. It might resonate with you, it might not. All right, so I feel like a long-standing karmic cycle is finally winding down and coming to a close. Although I'm getting this like turbulent death knell energy that is like the final throes of this karmic cycle that's either happening now or it's soon to happen in the future, because whatever or whoever is being removed, ousted, or even exorcised for some of you, they really do not want to let go, because this third party is sadistic. They're feeding off of the pain and the turbulence and the discomfort that they are causing. They are obsessed with control. And I feel like they've gone a long time in this situation, having an effect on a person, a relationship, a certain situation, but not being detected. Maybe at all they haven't been detected, or it hasn't been detected that they're the cause of like the problem, or they're the cause of the effects that are going on. And because they've gone so long without being detected, I feel like they've really gotten their hooks into someone here. And I'm seeing like teeth that are just like completely bared down, like onto flesh. Like it just feels like somebody has a real bite on somebody, you know, they're preparing to like, they want to rip a chunk out here. I'm also seeing like just the claws, and they really have their teeth sunk into somebody. And so they're thrashing around. And that's what I'm getting, this kind of turbulence, this death knell. And this third party they are kind of weak. Like whatever's being like ousted here, that I feel like it's a person for a lot of you. It is coming through as a feminine energy. Take that however it resonates. And they're very good at, like, I just heard master of disguise, but I feel like they're good at cloaking themselves. And they cloak themselves in this way that is like very layered, but it's like, I don't mean that in a woo-woo sense. Some of these people I do think use magic and they kind of try to cloak their energy that way. I feel like they're incredibly manipulative, and they're good at kind of positioning themselves. So coming in as a female, I think, is part of positioning themselves, because this person kind of, they come across, and I feel like they kind of play up something about their femininity, you know, that, oh, well, I'm your mom, I'm nurturing, and I would never hurt you, you know, or I'm just a girl, you know, I'm just a girl in the world. It's like you'd never suspect that this person is sadistic. You also, what they do a good job of cloaking or hiding is their fixation, because I feel like this third party was really fixated and obsessed with someone here. And I do think it's a masculine energy that's a part of like a divine soulmate pairing, a divine soulmate couple, divine twin flame couple, however it is. They're fixated on this guy in particular. And I think that's part of also how they cloak their energy, because I'm kind of getting that this person is like firmly on one side of this like soulmate kind of connection. So they may be hiding themselves, their presence entirely from, say, like the female soulmate here. So if you're the female or the feminine energy, you might not even know that this person exists. Although for some of you, you do. You just don't realize that this person is a factor in the equation at all, or that they are so fixated on something, but they might just be on his side entirely. And it's kind of giving that wormwood energy from Lord of the Rings, the guy that whispers into the ear of the king and it makes the king kind of sick. You know, this person is in some way just like having an effect. And this could be anybody, you know, on their side of things. It could be somebody that they're like cheating with. It could be a friend, somebody that's like cloaking as a friend, or it could be somebody that just kind of skulks around the edges. But for some reason, they've kind of fixated on this masculine. And it is giving kind of predatory energy, because I feel like they attacked this masculine when he was like weak or impotent or down. I feel like they heard something about that, and that there had been like a painful ending, maybe in a relationship, or they set about causing it. And that's when they kind of attacked, and they wanted to cut down his success. Because I'm looking at the 6 of Wands here, which is like the victory card, but it's also like, you know, progress. And the figure on this card in the Santa Muerte Tarot almost looks like, you know, death. You know how like death kind of comes cloaked in that black robe and it carries the Sith. Well, this is a feminine like skeleton energy. She looks cloaked in that, but it's a red cloak. And so I feel like she's trying to cut down his success, because she senses his potential, or it's like just for the joy of like cutting somebody down. Like that's really what it feels like. And if there has been a soulmate union here that has been ruined, or I almost want to say like something here wasn't able to be patched up. Like this is a person who wanted to really undermine communication between two people. I feel like that was almost secondary to just cutting this masculine down at the knees, just wanting to like ruin or destroy. But the way that this person went about it, like this third party, the way that they got their hooks into this guy, I feel like it was almost like imperceptible, because like I said, this person's really good at cloaking. So it's like you wouldn't even know to look at this person as a threat or as an enemy or as, oh, like you're very sadistic, because they're so good at hiding what they really are. Ooh, I just saw the Mad Madam Mim. I don't know if you remember the King Arthur movie from like when we were kids. I think it was actually made, maybe it was made in like the 60s or something. It was like one of the older movies, really good cartoon kids movie though. The King Arthur, Sword in the Stone, something like that. But it was like the Mad Madam Mim. And she was a sorceress, crazy. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting with this person. It's giving straitjacket. It's giving insanity. But I feel like this person looks normal, and they look like somewhat better than normal, because the way that this person has like gotten their hooks into this, I want to say masculine energy, is in this imperceptible way of like they cover their moves, they cover their tracks, So I'm seeing somebody play chess and kind of like, I don't know, back this masculine into a corner. But like before they even realized it, almost like the frog in the boiling water, like if you just kind of slowly turn up the heat, the frog doesn't even realize that it's boiling. And it's because this person's always maneuvering, but it doesn't look like they're maneuvering. And almost maybe this person is like inconsequential seeming, like in this masculine's life. They don't really pay attention to this person, or they just kind of take it at their word that they're helping or that they're doing something, but they're maneuvering this masculine into a position of impotence, where they're kind of surrounded, and where they're completely dependent on this person. But this masculine is strong, or started out that way, didn't really need assistance, really just needed space and to kind of be left alone. But I feel also another way that this person could have got their hooks in without being detected is by making him think that he was making his own conclusions, or like making his own decisions. So like, and giving him like maybe an option, or like throwing him a rope that he didn't really need, but it seemed like it was in alignment with his own goals. So for instance, if he wanted like money and to progress in his career, this man is perfectly capable of building his own foundation and figuring out what kind of skill he wants to learn and building himself up in that way. And then he would have control over his life and over his skill sets and everything. But this person would just say, oh, well, come work for me, kind of a thing, and throw him a rope. And he would think, oh yeah, that's in alignment with how I see myself in the future. But really, it's just this person getting their hooks into him and basically having control over his foundation. And before he knows it, especially because I think there was like a guise of trust or neutrality, or just mundanity between these people, because that's another thing. They could have like hidden their maneuvers under the guise of mundanity. Oh, like we're just going through our routines, or, oh, this is just what I do, or, hey, while I'm doing this, I'll just do that, but also maybe even filling his mundanity, his routine, with people that are there. It's like, oh, I know a person who could do that. Oh, I know a person who can do that. And before you know it, it's like this person is just fully enmeshed, fully embodied in this masculine's life. And it feels like they have no connection whatsoever. Like this masculine's really not drawn into this person or whatever, but anything that this person gave to them or encouraged them towards, he went in for it because it was easy. It's very much like kind of the devil's cup, It's like, I mean, I could go hunt for my job, but this one just kind of plopped in my lap, like, and then, yeah, it just like kind of maybe the goalposts keep moving or something here like that. So this person is really, really treacherous and very sneaky, and is like this kind of shadowy energy. And I think the biggest thing of all is like cloaked, that they were actually very fixated on him, and they wanted to trap or control, and that they enjoy. I think they enjoy isolating him and having this full control. So I think partly there's like a relationship that was either ruined by this person, or they heard something that this masculine wanted to repair something with a friend or with a soulmate that there's clearly like a love energy with, and they somehow convinced him away from it, or kept him busy, or kept him like distracted. It feels like there was a key choice here in the past. And I think they wanted him to be like alone or isolated. Yeah. Like to cut off, strong relationships in this guy's life. Or maybe this is you. I'm not sure. Take this however it resonates. But like I said, I do feel like this is being drawn to a close. And I think the universe is drawing this cycle to a close. I'm just kind of feeling like it's like been declared that this is going to happen. But this third party, like I said, is putting up a fight. They want to win, and they're not really like very strong. I mean, this is strong in the sense that like this is deeply fucked up, and there's like kind of nothing that this third party wouldn't do. But what I mean is like with this third party, with this energy here, it's like I kind of look at this third party directly and they back up and they kind of try to shrink, and like it's like they're literally an embodiment of a shadow, because I'm seeing the shadow kind of collapse in like on itself and like just kind of go back into a shadowy part of the room or something. It doesn't like to be seen, and it just kind of like slips away the moment you look at it. So it's like not brave energy at all. And that's what I'm saying. It's part of the cloaking of like, if you're looking right at it, it won't really like show itself. And I think in particular with the feminine soulmate, this is something that kind of she doesn't know about. Like it tries to stay out of her vision, like because they don't want, if this has like been like, if this has affected a relationship where this man has been encouraged into a toxic lifestyle that betrayed his love and ended things, or he had already done that in the past and this person heard about it because he met this person afterwards. They wanted to prevent this healing from happening, but they know not to be seen as causing the effect. I don't know. And it's like they feel they can fool him. Maybe because he was in a state of heartbreak, and so maybe he wasn't thinking clearly, because it does feel like maybe he was like down and out, or they know that they can keep him drunk or distracted or something. But that this feminine energy would kind of be like, who is that? Cut that person out. If we're going to get back together, that person has to go. That's a snake, It is that wormwood energy, man, from Lord of the Rings, where Wormwood there were certain people that would see him, right? Like the sun. And it's like, he's got to be banished, So this person just kind of knows to stay out of sight, or it's weasel. This is weaselly kind of energy. But I feel like this masculine has been spending time on his own. Yeah. He's in hermit energy and he's growing in that energy. And I think that was the thing that this third party didn't want. They didn't want him to find his own strength. And he's perfectly capable of it. They didn't want him to find his own routine without them, to kind of find that freedom. But I feel like he's doing that, and he's gaining in that energy. Maybe he's learning a new skill. Maybe he's meditating. Spirit is confirming a lot of this. And I do feel he's got like some type of divine help or divine assistance to, help him get on his feet, start over, start anew, build something up from the bottom, and to come out of a state of confusion. But I feel like now it's this third party that's in this state of confusion. It's like, oh my gosh, what are my options? What can I do? Because I feel like they've been hunting this guy for a long time. And the fantasy is leaving, that they are in some way the favorite, because I feel like they wanted to rival as the favorite, and that could be, they wanted control, but they wanted to be seen as like, I don't know, benevolent, and somebody that was like giving but didn't have a dog in the fight, but actually this person did. They wanted to control this guy. They wanted him to be reliant on them. And yeah, this went on for a long time. This was a functioning dysfunction. They like it when he's feeling anxious. And now I feel like all this is turning on this third party. Now this third party's feeling anxious, and because they're being made to take responsibility for what it is that they did. There's a tower moment coming. They have to take responsibility, and they have to, it's like they have to walk uphill. They have to kind of carry a burden. Yeah, the energy is like really starting to shift. For some, there was magic done, or there was some type of energy work, and that may be a part of the cloaking here. But this person's being made to take responsibility. There is a tower moment coming for this third party. And what does it have to do with, I wonder? Oh, well, this masculine's just seeing things differently. And it might be in regards of like victim martyr, but he's seeing things differently. Maybe he's realizing he's been victimized. in this situation, and that it was under the guise of that he's realizing like how much this person or even these people, because for some there's even a group here where maybe this third party hears things or something like second or third hand, but he's realizing maybe that he has been victimized under the guise of this person. Yeah, helping. He's seeing maybe something differently than the way that I want to say she kind of framed things. I don't know who this is. Like, this could be, for some of you, this is somebody he's had an affair with. For some, it's like his mother. For some, it could be like, I don't know, a therapist that's like a sociopath or something. Yeah, but I feel like he is seeing something with the Nine of Pentacles, which is like strong, independent energy. So that could be his divine feminine. Like, that was maybe being portrayed as a bad thing, like that she was independent or that she was different or something. It was somehow being portrayed in a different way, or that he should have been single and independent, because this could have been like major fuckboy energy. I feel like he was like really just tempted down the wrong path of like, oh, this is how you'll feel better or something. But it was just about control. It was just, yeah, and like dependence here. This is a person who is like, yeah. It feels like this karmic cycle is turning around on this third party, and he's kind of freeing himself, and he's getting a new perspective on the situation. And he's also not afraid of being alone or like meditating or just building his own foundation. Yeah. So this is turning around, and there's a tower moment coming in for this third party that really, I feel like, threw a spanner in the works. And it's almost like, if a divine union was busted here, it's almost like that wasn't even the primary goal. It's just that they needed this man isolated to have full control. And it's like they targeted him because of the Six of Wands, because they could tell that he was moving towards success. But this feels like in more than just maybe apologizing or bridging the gap. I mean, there is something here about like this relationship having a foundation and having a new beginning and having boundaries, you know, because this third party, if these two get together, they're going to be a unit, you know, and it's like they can't influence this person anymore. I don't know. Or they want, for some, I think they want to be the person here. They're trying, this person, I can also feel them in my mind trying to like frame me, because I feel like I'm speaking truth into this situation. And I feel like this person is also trying to get this, oh yeah, they're so mad that I just called them out on that. Because I feel like anybody that is kind of trying to guide this person in a different way than they are, which could be anybody around. Like, they don't even have to be aware that this third party is like deceitful or something. But even if they're just like, yeah, you should spend some time alone, or you can do it on your own, or you can, yeah, like this feels like in career or something. And yeah, you can, I don't know, something here. Then that is, I can really feel them trying to paint me as the bad guy right now. Like, that's the kind of feeling. So, because I dared to like call them out, I don't know, but it does feel like this cycle is ending, and it feels like this third party is about to have a tower moment and have to take responsibility or be seen for having the effect that they had, and like meaning to get in between people or something. Yeah. So anyways, that's what I have for you. If that resonates, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Bye guys.